I'm going to show you right now one of those things you can do with the CNC that kicks things up to the next level. So I'm going to zoom in on the bottom right here. I'm going to grab that piece, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. And then I'm going to take that piece and I'm just going to move it off to the side somewhere. So I'm going to highlight this vector right here and I'm going to go over here to transform. Underneath transform, I'm looking for offset vectors. I'm going to choose a distance of 0.75 and I'm going to choose to the inside and hit apply. And it made another vector that's 0.75 in from all sides from the original. So it's 1.5 inches shorter and 1.5 inches narrower. Then I'm going to grab both of those. I'm going to hit L for layers. I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to call that dado and hit OK. And then of course, move the selection to the layer and hit OK. So now I've got one more layer and that's a layer for dado cuts. I'm going to take that and I'm going to drag it over and lay it on top of the bottom. Then I'm going to go back to my toolpaths. I'm going to choose Pocket and select by layer. I'm going to select that new dado layer and hit OK. I'm going to cut another pocket and this time I'm going to use an 1/8 inch step over just like before. So the bit's going to cut out around the perimeter. Then it's going to move in 1/8 inch and make another pass. Crank that feed rate up to 125. Since I'm not going to be taking out as much material on each pass, I can speed up the feed rate a little bit. And plunge rate, going to make that 10 again. And hit OK. As far as the depth goes, I'm going to make that depth 0.25. And what that's going to do is it's going to go around the edge of my workpiece and it's going to cut a 1/4 inch dado in the bottom of my subwoofer box. That will allow me to take MDF and lay it inside those dados. That's going to give me a really strong glue joint and it's going to serve as a guide to make it easier to put the box together when it comes time for assembly. Now I'm going to go ahead and add dados to the top of the box as well as some dados to the front and the back. I'm going to do that off camera because that does take a little bit of time. All right, so that's finished. I'm going to run this simulation real quick and show you what that looks like. It starts off by cutting the dados. I rearrange the toolpath so the dados go first. Then it's going to cut out my labels. I got rid of the label in the front of the box because that's the obvious part because there'll be a big speaker hole in it. And after it cuts out all of that, it's going to trace around the perimeters, cut out the parts, and cut out the speaker hole. And I went ahead and added a 2-inch hole for a terminal cup. To check out this awesome CNC machine, you can head down to the profile or the bio and you can find the link tree and that will take you to a place where you can check out these awesome CNC machines.